That's why if you're dating, I'm someone who says if you're dating, if it's not working, walk away. For those that are married, a lot of men want to walk away. I'm telling you, a lot of men want to walk away. If you're, it's just that you can't help it. Probably you have kids already. If the marriage certificate has an expiring date, I'm not talking about irresponsible men here. I'm talking about men who have worked their ass to wherever they are. Men who came from nothing and they built a lot for themselves and for their family. Let me tell you, the reality remains that I spoke with the owner of he went to OAU too, he's an alumni of OAU. And he said something, he said, if he knew he was going to grow this big, he would have had baby mamas. That anytime he sits down and reflects, why do you think, I just want to ask, why do you think most of the successful superstars don't want to stay with a wife? Why do you think most of the rich, very rich, successful men don't want to stay with a wife? Go around and check, take your statistics. You would see that a lot of the very successful men work out on their marriage or they don't even want to get married. There are a lot of sacrifice men put into marriage that women undermine. I'm not talking about irresponsible men, like you mentioned. I'm talking about men who have worked their way up, who have gone into places where you would not expect them to go to source for funds just to keep their family going. And like Solomon mentioned, if there's a little gap, hell is let loose. And you ask yourself, I have done A, B, C to X. I mix Y. Is this enough for this chaos? Is this enough for this anarchy? And you're out there, you're looking sourcing for peace somewhere else, and someone is telling you polygamy is crazy. Let me just say something. Let me chip in something here. If you're not married, and that's why Richie mentions it all the time. If you're not married, you may not understand this. We're talking about a man who has worked his way up, knowing how difficult it is, especially when you're coming from a background where you know that it's almost impossible for you to get to that place of your life, and you pushed yourself to that place of your life, and you just went out to get a woman feeling that you're going to find peace there, and you're not finding that peace, and they're still living on the hard work that you've been doing over the years, and you say he shouldn't be appreciated. If he gets a girlfriend out there and the girlfriend appreciates him, it's two things that will happen. Either he would marry that girl as a second wife. Nobody plans for a second wife. When you're married, let me tell you as a man, when you're getting married, it's looking like the girl is your all in all. It's looking like the girl is your universe. It's looking like it is when you're journeyed in that marriage that you now understand those things you couldn't see while you were dating. They are all there. Now, when you meet another girl out there, and this girl gives you the kind of peace that you're actually looking for with your money, I bet you that's why men have extracurricular activities that turn to children. And sometimes with their wealth, you will not be aware until their death.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Women, and I said this is a very unpopular feministic opinion. When this kind of topics come up, I think we should keep quiet and just listen to what the men have to say.
Thank you.
I was going to ask Richie before this place got a bit rowdy, and I was going to ask him to express, because I saw a lot of the men actually agreeing. Even when we pray, we say when 2 or 3 are gathered. In this case, there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, close to 14 men here, and they all agree. That means there's a problem. So we need to chill for them to communicate the type of unappreciation they are talking about. Like Osias and someone else said, so like Richie said, and a few of us agree, and it's the fact that Richie said they can't win the conversation because women carry babies for 9 months and all of that. Yeah, everybody has their battles, women and men. We're not made of the same, feather. But my point is, if men feel highly unappreciated, then there's a gap, and we should listen.
Thank you.
We might have our own opinion and perspective, but women can never be men, like I said. But let's just listen.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll repeat what I just said. But
I always believe that when we gather, we are not gathering just for activities. We are gathering to learn, like we say, unlearn and relearn, right? And I always like the fact that at every point we try to have a call to action on some conversations that we have, because I always don't like we talking about problems and not have a solution. And if guys, I think ladies now, please, I beg of you, and I want to appeal to the ladies, when a topic or a question comes in this form, the first thing you should read in the room is the reaction of the guys. Now, he asked the question and almost 3 or 4 guys stood up to say, wow, this is an issue. It's a feedback. It's a feedback for you to learn how to handle your man. It is not something to defend. Even if you have your points, you can still learn from whatever feedback the guys will give, such that when you are in your marriage or in your relationship, you already have a feedback, you have a prototype of how men think, and it will go a long way to help you into managing your man and managing that relationship, as to discountenancing the whole thing now and then throwing it out of the bucket, and then at the end of the day you are faced with that same situation, but you never got that feedback. It is not a battle. It is just a feedback to learn from.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.